Welcome back to Let's Play Gran Turismo 4 part 6, 7, 8. 8? 8? Part 8? Masturbate? I don't fucking know what part it is. Who gives a shit? So, I've been doing a little bit of money grinding off camera. I actually built this other Miata. It's fully tuned and everything because I was bored. I kept doing the Costa Diamalfi event over and over again. I also bought a couple new cars. Well, first I bought that Miata. I bought this RX-7 Type RZ, which is my ultimate dream car. And I saw it in the used car lot, so had to buy it. And I also bought this TVR thing, which I don't know why I bought it, but it was cool, so I bought it. So yeah, you can see I've done just a little bit of money grinding. Just a little bit. Voice crack. Yeah. So, enjoy the time lapse of me selling all these things because it is a lot of money. A lot of money. And there we go. I only have one left, which I'm going to hang on to it because I want to keep at least one of every prize car in the game. So yeah, I'm now over 5 million credits with not even 2% of the game complete. 236 days played. I guess I'll just go ahead and show the diary of me doing all those races. So, pretty much everything with Capri Rally. So, yeah, we're pretty much set on credits, pretty much for the rest of the LP. I got a new track just from selling cars by itself. Alright, so, next on the agenda is the FF Challenge. Front-wheel drive, front-engine cars only. So that means we have to go buy yet another car from the showroom. Now, this might take a while again, so I'll be back whenever I found something. Alright, so after looking for a while, I think I've settled on this Integra Type R in this pretty cool yellow color. So, I'm gonna roll with this. This might be a little overpowered, but I guess we'll find out. Gonna go do an oil change on this, and then we'll get started with the event. Alright, now finally onto the beginner events. The FF Challenge. 5 races. Different tracks. So let's get started off with Midfield Raceway. I guess it's just a regular configuration. Yeah, I think this is going to be very overkill. Pretty sure that's the way it's going to go. 66 A-Spec points. Okay. Not as bad as I was expecting. And I don't know why, but for some reason my knees are hitting the bottom of my desk now, even though they didn't before. Lots of wheel spin. And I forgot to change the in-game resolution once again. So the picture quality isn't going to be the best for this first race. But I'll fix that in the next one, I guess. I haven't played in a few days, so my driving is going to be a little bit off. I am cutting way through the grass, and everyone's just piling up right there. I'm going to try this view for this race. Although I can't really drive in this view as well. But I kind of want to change it up, so I'm not just using the same view every race. And as far as like the wheel cam goes, like the one I did in the International A license video, I don't know if I'm going to actually do that throughout the LP or not. Because one, it takes a while to set up, and two, it could make or break the video, so I don't know. I'm just going to keep it out for now. Well, taking the lead like nothing. easy 66 A-spec points. So usually, like, whenever you have pretty even competition, the A-spec points will be around 60, so. Also, with this wheel, it's really hard to keep the car straight because there's so much sensitivity in the steering. So, yeah. Down into the tunnel, there is... Okay, I thought they changed that to grass for some reason, but I guess they didn't. This is like one of my all-time favorite tracks. I love Midfield. So pretty. That little pond in the back. Yeah, this should actually be like 30 A-spec points and not 60 because I'm already several seconds ahead of them. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. Yeah, I kind of exaggerate all my sneezes for some reason. On purpose. I don't know why I do it, it's just how I'm built. Final turn. In the end of this, off into the grass. The end of this extremely easy race. I'm probably going to add some ballast weight to this. I don't know if it's going to affect the A-spec points. But looks like I have plenty of room for it. So race 1 down. 5 seconds in front of the leader. 66 A-spec points. We get our prize credits of 1,500, I believe. That is right. Pretty much does nothing to my current amount now. And yeah, off to the next event. So up next we have 3 laps on Suzuka East. I'm assuming, because of how short it is. Yep, Suzuka East. I'm expecting another cakewalk. That Fiat and that Neon may be. Still 66 points. Looks like the fastest car in the previous race has returned, whatever it is. Wheel spin again, I keep forgetting about that. And I forgot to change the in-game resolution once again. I'm gonna have to start remembering that shit. I don't know why it keeps changing every time I close the game, but... Pretty big pack of cars right here. Like I mentioned in previous videos, the AI kind of like don't even realize you're there. And they'll run into you anyways. So yeah. Smack. I really like the color of this Integra. Going a little bit wide there, but yeah, looks like I have this race pretty easily once again. At least it's Suzuka East. I would have preferred West, actually, because there's no S's, but since it's a slow car, pretty easy race, I'm not too upset about it. Maybe I'll actually get used to this, this camera, the chase cam. I'd like to, because the roof cam or the hood cam, whatever you want to call it, it's definitely the easiest to drive in, but this one is just good to look at, even though it's pretty stiff. Kind of all over the place with the throttle and everything. Just gotta let off the throttle so it can rotate to the turn, and it didn't do it as much as I needed to right there. Also, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can get rid of all this steering wheel noise, because I've noticed it being picked up in previous videos. But as for now, I can't really think of anything other than lowering my mic volume and moving it closer to my mouth. But the problem with that is you'll hear even more of my sniffling, like, you know, kind of flicked it like that. I gotta learn to be a little bit more smoother with the wheel, especially whenever I start doing the mid-engine car races. I'm all over the place. Kind of hard to keep track of... Fuck. Kind of hard to keep track of, like, what your car is doing in this camera angle. Because it makes you feel like you're getting loose when you're really not. Holy hell, I suck. But there we go, across the line. Easy peasy. Only 3 seconds ahead of the leader this time. Probably because of my terrible driving, but whatever. So, another 1,500 credits, and we shall move on to the next race. Alright, next event is at Hong Kong. Not a fan of this track, as I've said several times before. Couple of new opponents, but should be pretty easy once again. 61 points this race. Pretty sure there is a integral and make race that I'll be doing later on the LP, so that's kind of why I wanted to go with one. Because one thing I really like is having cars that are useful for multiple events. And I am really, really tempted with all the money I currently have to buy either a Toyota GT1, the TS20, or a 787B, even though I have no use for them right now, and I won't for a while. Kind of just want to buy them just to fuck around with them, but that money grinding took quite a while to do, and the reason why I did it in the first place at that time was because I was several videos ahead of schedule, and I didn't want to record too many videos and then have one of the recordings get fucked up and I'm already progressed a lot in the game or some other shit. So I just waited a few days to keep progressing throughout the simulation mode or Gran Turismo mode. So yeah, smack. That guy braked way too early. I even punted him and he was still early. I should have downshift, yeah. And once again, I forgot to... Oh, sorry. I can't really see the get ready to drive text in that camera view because my wheel kind of blocks it. But yeah. Third race in a row, I forgot to change the resolution once again. I guess I'm just used to driving or playing this game in lower resolution because it seems like I'm playing on PS2 right now. Downshift, damn it. And plus, you don't have the same gauge cluster in this view, so I keep forgetting that it's off to the right now, and I don't really pay as much attention to it. And wall. Gotta get around this Peugeot thing. Or I could just do that. That works too. If I ever had hopes and dreams of making it into a legit racing team, it's all going to go down the toilet because of this series. Just because of how shitty I'm driving. That tree branch hangs very low to the road. Interesting. Now I don't have to worry about AI opponents slowing down way too much in that corner. Wheel making a lot of racket. Once again, I apologize for that. Oh, I'm way too inside. Oh, I still got it. When in doubt, let off the throttle and rotate it through the fucking corner. Also, these paddles are very, very clicky. Which is kind of weird. And there we go. Another 61 A-spec points. Pretty easy race. 5 seconds ahead of the leader. Blah, blah, blah. Another 1,500 credits. And we'll move on to the fourth race. Fourth race is going to be at Grand Valley East. Well, still pretty similar opponents as the last few races. So, 70 A-spec points this time. Alright. Highest yet. Don't have any wheel spin this time. Alright. You know what? Before we get too far into that race, I'm actually going to change the goddamn resolution because I keep forgetting. Options. Load. Screen. Video output. HD TV. Boom. Fucking finally. Jesus. Cinnamon smoking Christ. Alright, now that we're in crispy HD, now we'll start the race. Let's try to avoid wheel spin this time. Give it 3/4 throttle. Alright, almost perfect. And my frame rate has considerably dropped. So, that's cool. This prelude is just pushing me into the grass. Go on the inside of this guy. Okay, I don't know why I'm driving straight right there. I'm gonna take out all these cones. 'Cause fuck it. I used to do that shit all the time in Gran Turismo 3. Oh, more cones. Yeet. Okay, now I'm just driving like shit once again. Nothing new here. Well. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna stay in this camera view. At least for the easier races. For stuff that's more challenging, if I'm actually gonna drive good, I'm probably gonna have to use the hood cam. But one view I'm definitely not gonna use in any portion of this LP is, where the fuck is the button I mapped it to? This view. This is pretty much the worst camera view. And I'll show you why whenever we get up here to the turn. Even by shifting, you saw it like bob down for a little bit. It's way too exaggerated and it kind of throws you off. I would prefer it be stiff. Like in a GT3. So because of that, I'll be using this one and this one. I also like this one because it shows like the full gauges and everything. Oh, I'm going way too fast, wall. I'm gonna lose it. Ah, fuck. Kind of really hard to save it with a wheel, to be honest. I don't know if it's the game's fault or the fact that I'm just shit. This guy had just caught up, like, instantly. Almost hit the wall there. Yeah, I lost quite a bit of time right there. No need for brakes right there. Just let off the gas. Okay, I'm in the grass. I'm in the grass. Saved it that time, at least. And yeah, I'm pretty in the clear. That guy's not going to catch up to me. And the game looks a shitload better in this view because you actually see the detail of the car and everything. Looks a lot more sharp. Kind of somewhat makes it feel like I'm playing on PS3, which is really cool. Alright, we will collect our next 1,500 credits, and then we will move on to the final race of the series. Alright, moving on to the final race at Motegi. Pretty sure this is going to be the West course. At least that's my guess. Oh, the East short course. I think the West is actually the shorter version, but this is the configuration I was thinking. I guess I just got the... Oh, fuck, yeah. Wrong. So yeah, rolling start this time. I actually didn't get a glimpse of the A-spec points. But I'm assuming it's around 60 once again. Make sure to get rid of that Texas time. And yeah. Final race. Kind of upset that this track looks kind of dull because of the lighting. It's like this on a lot of tracks. This one, Nürburgring. Yeah. Okay, you can get out of my out of my way now. That's funny. The headlights are shining through the car. Yet another emulator bug, it looks like. Yep. Fucking... Okay, cool. Dodge Neon wants to go super inside for some reason. You know what I think about Neon owners? That's what I think about Neon owners. I moved into my stepdad's travel trailer, and I bought his Neon for $600. It's like the ugliest rear end of a car I've ever seen, this Alpha next to me. And he's gonna go wide. Yep, he's going wide. Just pushed me off into the gravel. Take that. Damn Alpha. Well, I guess there's two Alphas. The red one was the one I was talking about with the ugly rear end. I kind of like Alphas, though. Sometimes. Like the new Giulia. God damn, that thing's sexy. But it is an Alpha. I'm going way too wide. Yep, in the gravel. Yep, seizure time. Oh, okay, yeah. Thanks, I guess. Oh, fuck. These things have some pretty damn good brakes. Kind of surprised. Also, the sun shining through the bridge as well. +2 for realism. Yeah, driving in this camera view is going to take me a while to get used to. Just because it's so weird feeling. It's just way too stiff. And unfortunately, there isn't anything I could do about it as far as, like, the emulator goes. With, like, being able to mod and shit. So there we go. Final turn, and across the line to finish the series. I'm gonna guess about 4 seconds ahead of the leader. Oh, almost 6 seconds. Okay. So yeah, there we go. FF Challenge is now complete, and unlike GT3, I don't have to do any more of them in the professional or extreme events. So this is the only. So this is the only one. God damn it! I can't fucking speak straight. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, prize card time. This time we're gonna get Mazda 6 Concept. Nice. Hell yeah. Also yellow. Yellow only works on some cars. So, let's go check it out. Where are you? Ah, right there. 178 horsepower, so that would have been a lot more competition if I would have used one of these instead, but there you have it. So stay tuned for the next episode for the FR challenge.